Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Storytime with Rocket. Here we are again, Rocket and I, but this time we're outside getting some fresh air. We're going to read Dr. Seuss's ABCs today. Big A, little a. What begins with A? Auntie Annie's alligator. A. Big B, little b. What begins with B? Barber, baby, Bubbles, and a bumblebee. We like bubbles at the little gym, don't we? Big C, little c. What begins with C? Camel on the ceiling. C. Big D, little d. What begins with D? Donuts and a duck dog. D. Big E, little e. What begins with E? Ear, egg, elephant. E. Big F, little f. What begins with F? 4 fluffy feathers on a fifer feather feff. Big G, little g. What begins with G? Goat and goo goo goggles. G. Big H, little h. What begins with H? Hungry horse. Hen in hat. H. Big I, little I. What begins with I? Itchy, Ichabod. I. Big J, little j. What begins with J? Jerry Jordan's jelly jar. J. Big K, little k. What begins with K? Kangaroo and a kite. K. Big L, little l. What begins with L? Lion with a lollipop. L. Big M, little m. What begins with M? Mice in the moonlight. M. Big N, little n. What begins with those? 9 new neckties. Nightshirt, nose. Big O, little o. What begins with O? Ostrich, oil, orange owl. O. Big P, little p. What begins with P? Painting some pajamas pink. P. Big Q, little q. What begins with Q? The quick Queen of Quincy and her quacking quackaroo. Big R, little r. What begins with R? Rocket begins with R. Rosie's red rhinoceros. R. Big S, little s. What begins with S? Sammy's sipping soda pop. S. Big T, little t. What begins with T? 10 tired turtles on a tuttle tree. Big U, little u. What begins with U? Uncle Ub's umbrella and his underwear too. Big V, little v. What begins with V? Verna, Vin, and her violet violin. Big W, little w. What begins with W? Willie's in the wash tub washing Waldo Woo. Big X, little x. What begins with X? X-ray and xylophone. X. Big Y, little y. What begins with Y? A yawning yellow yak with Yolanda on his back. Big Z, little z. What begins with Z? A zizzer, zazzer, zoos, as you can plainly see. And I think I've gotten Rocket to sleep again. So whether you want to use that as a bedtime story or just an anytime story, thank you for joining us again. And we will make sure we do more stories for you.